Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be talking about some empties and things that I have recently decluttered from my collection due to being expired and old. But I went through and took out everything that was empty, everything that was old and expired. Thought it'd be fun to kind of share with you what I used up, what I liked, what I didn't, what I neglected and let expire. Sorry if I talk fast. I don't want this video to be a million years long. And I won't go into like too much crazy detail, but we'll go through this super fast. All right, let's just go through and talk about everything. There's so much stuff in here. Oh my goodness. I'm also like a makeup hoarder, and it's hard for me to let go of things, even if I know it's expired. Like honestly, there probably might still be some expired stuff in here, back here, but I'm just not ready to let go of yet because I actually like it. I just haven't used it enough, or for whatever, just because I just like to have the makeup. I don't know. I have a problem. Let's start with this guy right here. This is the Scandinavia the Makeup Finishing Spray. This is actually the bridal one. Don't ask me why I bought the bridal one. I think online it said that this one was like even better than the regular one for like flawless and photo ready. So I was like, well, I want to be flawless and photo ready at every moment. But I mean, I love the Scandinavia makeup spray. It really does make your makeup last a long time. And I don't know if I noticed like a flawless difference, but I definitely feel like my makeup lasts longer and it just comes all together and, melts into the skin, melts together. So it's all nice and blended, no harsh lines or anything like that when I use this. So definitely love this. We'll hopefully repurchase in the future, but you know, money and things that I also want to try. In keeping with the setting sprays, I used up the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is like the fancy bottle from last Christmas time, I think. I don't know. But I do really like the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I do love that it says, okay, well that just squirted probably because it's on like, there's nothing in there. But I do like that it's a continuous mist so you don't get any like splotches. That you can get sometimes with different of the little spray nozzle ones if you don't have a great one. And it does the same thing as the Scandinavia. It really melts everything together, makes it last a long time. It's not like hydrating or anything like that, but it does the job. All right, moving on to powder. This was hard for me to let go of because I was in denial that I finished it up because pricey to repurchase, aka probably won't be repurchasing for a while unless it's the mini one, even though I love this powder. Let me actually tell you what it is. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I love this powder. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I don't even know what else to say. It really sets down all your makeup. If you're oily, it definitely keeps you nice and matte. I feel like it definitely kind of does like a little bit of blurring, definitely smooths out fine lines and pores. I just feel like this is a magical powder, and I was in denial for a long time that it's empty, but it is. I mean, there's nothing in there. Nada. All right, another powder that I was in denial that it's empty. I mean, I've tried like scraping this stuff off the sides, but it's not happening. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Air. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I love this powder. Again, it's similar to the Hourglass one where I feel like it really just like gives you that flawless finish. Of course, everyone has imperfections. It's not a miracle worker, unfortunately. No makeup is. I wish. But it really gives you that nice, like, blurred effect, nice, I can't speak today. Flawless finish. I mean, it does what it claims, gives you an airbrush finish, in my opinion. A little pricey, so probably won't repurchase for a while, but when I have the money and the opportunity, we'll definitely be repurchasing. Probably in the shade 1, because this is in the shade 2 medium, which is really only my summer shade or spray tan shade. And unfortunately, there's no tan here. Okay? None. I wish. But it's cold outside, even though it's not really that cold here because it doesn't get that cold here. But it's not warm enough to go outside in the sun. And also, I'm pregnant and I just want to lay in bed with sweatpants and sweatshirt on all day. Okay? Okay. This is real life pregnancy right here because my eyes are watering. Like I feel the need to cry, but there is nothing to cry about. And I can't explain why I have this feeling. But this happens to me sometimes, being pregnant. Sometimes I'll be driving and randomly feel the need to cry. And there's not even a sad song playing. What is this? Moving on. This is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. This is in the shade Chiffon. I really like this, but I honestly, there's probably a little bit left in here, but it's super expired. Like I bought this when it came out, so I definitely shouldn't be using it under my eyes. But I like it. I think it's a good concealer. I think it's really high coverage. I just didn't I didn't have that like magic moment using it that I felt like everyone else did online. You know, I felt like a lot of the big YouTubers were like, this is the best concealer ever, oh my god, it's magical. And I just was like, yeah, it's a good concealer, but I didn't get anything too crazy from it, you know? I definitely would repurchase it and use it again. Probably won't for a while just because there's other things I want to test out. But I do like it and I'll use it again when I have it, but it's nothing that I'm like, I need this every day in my life and can't use anything else but it, you know? Another good concealer that I have like pretty much used up entirely and is whatever's not used up is definitely expired is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is the matte one, not the hydrating one. I have this one in the shade Medium Peach. I do really like this one, but I will say I like the hydrating one way more. I have dry under eyes, and I didn't realize just how drying this one was until I tried the hydrating one, and then I was like, oh, yeah, dry. I think if you have oily skin and really oily under eyes, definitely get this one because it's a great price and it works really well and it's high coverage. But if you're like me and you have really dry under eyes and notice that things like can crack and crease if you don't have enough hydration under there, definitely try the hydrating one. I like that one a lot better. That one's still sitting in my drawer. Used it today. Okay. Next up is the Essence Camouflage Plus Matte Concealer. It says it's waterproof and tattoo covering. I really don't like this. I always feel bad saying I don't like makeup because someone else might think it's a holy grail, but for me, from the moment I used this, it burned under my eyes, and it's definitely expired now. So definitely don't want to try it again. I mean, I used it a couple times after just because I don't like to be wasteful. I try to use things up as much as I can, even if I don't like them, just because, like I said, trying not to be wasteful, trying to use everything as much as I can, but when it burns your under eyes and it just sits there in your collection after over a year, I think it's time for it to go. Next up, just because they are quite empty, is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I have the shades Medium 20 and Light 12. I do really like this concealer. I will probably repurchase at some point, but right now I'm using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer, which I really like because, like I said, I have very dry under eyes, and the more hydration I can get, the better, you know? I've started trying to find a nice creamy hydrating under eye cream because I recently noticed just how dry my under eyes are getting. I don't know if it has to do with the weather right now because it's really not super cold where I live. I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, near the beach. It's not really that cold here. Like, it's like 60 degrees today. Maybe it's the pregnancy. Who knows? Bodies do weird things. But they have been so dry lately. Plus, these are like empty and definitely super old. So they have to go. Next up, I think this is the last concealer on here. Yeah. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the shade Light Medium, so this is my tanner shade. I do like the Tarte Shape Tape. I feel the same way about it that I do the Jouer one. I think they're both really great, super, super high coverage concealers. I don't think they're magic workers. I personally prefer a concealer, like I said before, more hydrating than these, but I do really, really like them for when I need like serious coverage, full glam look, or I'm having some rough dark circles that day. You know what I'm saying? Girl doesn't get any sleep sometimes. All right. This is another product that I really didn't like. Sorry. This is the Essence Soft Touch Mousse Makeup. It's foundation. This is in the shade 3 Matte Honey. I think they had like 4 or 5 shades when I tried this out off their website. I have not used it since the video that I tested it in because it's terrible. It doesn't really blend out onto the skin. Like, it's also not really my shade. It's maybe my tan shade, but like, it's just, I don't recommend trying. I don't even think they make this anymore. I think Essence has come out with some better foundations recently. I really want to try, I think they have like a new hydrating one. Definitely want to try that one, but I don't recommend trying that moussey one. No, just no. That's how I feel about that. This is the No Pore Bloom Primer by Touch and Soul. I got this in a BoxyCharm forever ago. So you can see it's pretty much, used up. Whatever is left in here is 1000% expired because I've had this forever. Like I said, I got it in a BoxyCharm. A box. Oh my goodness. I got this in a BoxyCharm like forever ago. I haven't had a BoxyCharm subscription since like the end of 2018, honestly. So it's like 2 years old. So definitely whatever's left in here is expired. But I do really like this primer. Again, I would repurchase. If there wasn't other things I wanted to try right now, but I definitely enjoyed using this primer. This is a primer that I bought because Kathleen Lights said that she was using this in conjunction with her Tatcha Silk Canvas one, which I also have. And she said that using the two together made her foundation look like super, super flawless and stay all day. So I was like, I want to look like Kathleen Lights. So I need to have what she has. Duh. This is the J1 Red Jelly Pack. It's a makeup primer, anti-aging serum, yada yada. I don't really like this though. I used it a couple of times with it. It's definitely expired now because it says it expires in a year and I bought it like 2 years ago. But I told you I have a problem getting rid of makeup. Don't judge me, please. Okay, judge me. It's fine. I get it. But I don't really like the texture. Like it's a very weird consistency. Like I like gripping primers. Don't get me wrong. I do like gripping primers, especially like the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip or the Cover FX gripping primer. Love both of those. But this one just kind of felt like a little bit weird, and I didn't really notice it doing anything. It just felt sticky on the skin in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? So it's super expired, but I don't ever use it, so it's going in the garbage. By the way, any makeup that I declutter that's not in this video, I gave to my mom and my sister, so they are going to use them, the ones that aren't expired, that I just don't use. I should have kept them and filmed with those two, but I already gave them to her and she already went back to her home. All right, next up is the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer. This is like a little sample thing that I got. I like this primer. I mean, it is a little hydrating. I don't think it was like super hydrating, and I'm someone who has really dry skin, but it felt nice on the skin. Like if you're someone who has combination or you want just like a little bit of that hydration, you don't need like super hydration like me, someone with super dry skin, definitely try this. I think it's a good basic hydrating primer, although you probably can find better for cheaper. I think this is like the best hydrating primer out there, but it's not bad. It's like, it does what it says, kind of. Nothing crazy. It is what it is. Another product that I really was in denial that it's empty, but it's so empty and I really want to buy the big one, but it's so pricey. This is the First Sally Skin Tune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. I love this. It does exactly that. It blurs. Like, bleh. I don't even know how to put in words how much I love this product and want to buy the big one, but that's a little pricey. Girls gotta eat. I absolutely love, love, love this product. I think it's definitely worth the price if you've been considering trying it out. I mean, you can try the small bottle first. I think it lasted me a pretty long time, this little bottle, but I definitely recommend testing it if you're looking for a really, really good blurring primer because this is magical. I know I said makeup can't work miracles, but I think this one might. Maybe. Same. Next up is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Base Tape Hydrating Primer. This one I think is hydrating, kind of like the Quench one. It's not like super, super hydrating, but I also think this one did a good job hydrating and creating a nice like blurred base. Like I don't know what it is about this because it doesn't claim to be like a blurring or smoothing primer, but I just kind of feel like it does that. Nothing like super, super crazy like the First Sally one, but this is a good like all around, like give me a little hydration, give me a little blur, a little smoothing, all that jazz in one primer. So I really, really like this primer. This guy right here I've already repurchased because it costs like $4 and it's great to have on hand, especially getting into like the summer months. I like to always have translucent matte powder. I also like to set, I know I have dry skin, but I like to set my skin with powder. I'm weird, okay? Makeup is whatever. Makeup is your own thing. It's whatever you like, okay? But I do like to set, I just don't set like bake. Like I don't bake my skin at all. But this is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. It's literally, this is just the shade Transparent. I think they have a few other shades as well, but this is just the transparent one. Super cheap, super easy. It's pretty much, I mean, it's pretty much empty. Got little broken pieces in there, but that's it. Like I said, I've already repurchased because it's so cheap and great to have on hand. So definitely recommend trying this out if you see it and you want just like a simple mattifying powder. Especially if you're really oily in the T-zone, it's great to just like have for touching up the oils in the C-zone. This is the Clinique All About Lips. It's kind of like a lip balm and a pump. It's supposed to like de-line and not keep your lips flaky. I don't really think it was all that magical. This is super, super old. Like that is Crust to Crust. Anybody know what that's from? Oh, love me some back in the day closeout. Crust to Crust. Love it. But this is nasty. I think it was okay. I never really gravitated towards it over any other lip balms. So I don't think it's really worth the price. Or, you know, you could just get an EOS lip balm and you're fine. So I don't think it's really worth it. I probably won't ever buy it again. But, I mean, it is what it is. These three kind of go hand in hand. These are the Stila, where's the name of this? The Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadows. I love these. These were another that was hard for me to get rid of because I'm in denial that they're literally empty. I mean, look at that. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there, just what has been stuck to the side and dried to the bottle. But I love these. This is a shade Gold Goddess, Kitten Karma, and Molten Midnight. I didn't really use this one as often as I did these ones because usually if I use this much sparkle, I want it to be like a bright, fun, light color. But I love, love, love these. I definitely want more and to restock in some of these shades. But, you know, we'll get there eventually. 3 brow pencils in here. The first one being the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. I really liked this one. I just haven't repurchased it because I have other brow pencils I'm using up right now. But I do really, really like this one. It works well. It's pretty creamy. It's got a nice little spoolie on the end to blend it out. But I liked it. I used it up pretty quickly, to be honest. Also, I used the shade Soft Brown. I've also used up the Essence Super Last 24 Hour Eyebrow Pomade Pencil Waterproof. The only thing I like, this one is good. It's like super, super creamy, which I think is why they call it a pomade pencil. So it is super, super creamy. So keep that in mind if you don't like overly creamy eyebrow pencils. I would get something more along, you know, the CoverGirl line. But I didn't really love this little thing on the end. Like, it's not a spoolie. It's like this weird little brush thing. I don't know. It's not focusing on this. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, here we go. See if you can see it. It's like a weird little brush thing. I don't even know. But, I mean, it's alright. I probably won't ever buy it again. But, I mean, it did the job. Like I said, it's a little bit overly creamy for a brow pencil in my opinion. But it still worked well. Last but not least for eyebrow pencils, this is the ColourPop Brow Boss in the shade Brunette. I've actually already repurchased this. I ran out of this a while ago. And already repurchased because this is probably my go-to brow pencil because it's cheap. It's a great shade for me, the brunette one, and it's like the perfect consistency of not too waxy but not too creamy, and it blends out nice and easily with the little spoolie on the other end. Alright, got quite a few mascaras to talk about. So, first one being the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This is a little sample size. I really, really like this mascara. I actually already have a full size of it because I originally bought the full size, but then I got this in like the birthday thing or whatever. So of course I tried this one first because what if I didn't like it? But I love it. It's fine. I'm fine. But I really, really like this mascara. I mean, for someone like me who has like 0 eyelashes, you know, it kind of made me look like I have some eyelashes. So that's all I really look for in a mascara. This is the YSL Mascara Volume Effects Faux Cils, the curler. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I don't like this. I don't like the wand. Like, I don't know. I don't think I have nice enough lashes for a wand like this. Like, it's just, I don't like it. I mean, the formula, I guess, is fine. I don't know. I hate the wand. I hate it. So, not my thing. Ooh, I gotta plug my laptop in. It's dying. Continuing on with that mascaras. This one is the Sephora Lash Craft Big Volume Extreme Mascara. This is okay. I mean, I used it up. It's a little sample size, but I didn't think it was anything like crazy volumizing. I mean, like I said, I have no eyelashes, so if you're going to claim to be big volume, like, you're going to have to really, you know, prove yourself with my eyelashes, let me tell you. Next up is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I like this mascara. I think it's a great mascara. I know it's not really as hyped these days as it used to be because there are so many great mascaras out there. But I really like it. I definitely wouldn't not repurchase, but I'm not going to like run out and go get it right now. It's not something I need to have right this second, but I do think it's a great mascara and definitely is still worthy of the hype that it used to have back in the day. Lastly, for some mascaras, this is the Essence Volume Booster Lash Primer. This is expired. I didn't finish using it up. I used it a couple times. I just didn't find any benefit in using it with any of my mascaras. I tried it with a few different ones multiple times, and I don't know, I just didn't think it really did anything for my lashes, to be quite honest. And like I said, you can really tell on my lashes because there ain't nothing there. I don't have those nice natural lashes, okay? No, not happening here. I wish. My husband has those. Let's hope this child has those, but I don't. Okay, I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. All right, we're almost there. A few more things. This is the Essence Melted Chrome eyeliners. These are in the shades Zinc My Way and Platinum Beauty. These are expired, and I never used them except for when I first tested them out because I just didn't think they were that great. Like, I don't know if you can kind of barely see this one. I don't know. When I applied them on my eye, they didn't really go over like shimmer shades very well. They weren't like as ba-bam and like pop-in as I wanted them to be, especially being, you know, a metallic liner. I just didn't think they were all of that. Like this darker one, Platinum Beauty, like I don't even think it looks metallic-y at all. I mean, a little bit on camera with the lights, but I don't know. I just didn't think they weren't that great. And like, yeah, they're cheap, but I'd rather, like the NYX glitter eyeliners, I'd much rather use those than these guys. All right. Last thing. Last but certainly not least, this is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer with jojoba oil. Is it jojoba oil or jojoba? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's got to go. I tried this out over the summer because Tati Westbrook was raving about it, and honestly, I really don't like it. I don't know if mine is a dud and I just got a bad one, but as I said in like a previous video, it has all these like little weird, I don't know if you can tell. I wish this would focus on it. Come on, focus. Or not. It's fine. Well, it has all these weird little bumps on it, and I don't know if that's because of like the ingredients in it or what, but it's like all throughout it. Like now that I'm scrolling it up, like these little bumps are everywhere in it, so I don't know if those are supposed to be there. I didn't think it blended out well at all. Like it took some elbow grease to get this to blend out, honestly. So I would give it to someone else to try, but because it has all those little dots and like bubble ball things on it, I'm a little nervous to give it to someone else. So it's gonna have to go in the trash, unfortunately. But I was really, really disappointed by this because I had super high hopes for it and it just completely let me down, unfortunately. All right, that was a lot. So for those of you who are still with me, thank you. Sincerely appreciate your time because I'm probably annoying. It's fine. But that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly appreciate your time. If you enjoyed watching this video, please consider hitting that thumbs up button down below so I know you like these type of videos, and hit that subscribe button to make the leap from friends to family. Also, definitely leave me a comment down below. Let me know what products that you've used up lately and what other types of videos you might like to see from me. Also, feel free to check me out on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, all at JSanchez Beauty. Again, I sincerely appreciate your time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.